guys, happy sweater week. We are back with sweater number 2. This is our really fun little holiday sweater. So for today's sweater, what we are working with is we have Whisper White cardstock. This is cut down in half. We have some of our Warmth and Cheer Designer Series paper, and it looks so cool when it is embossed. It might be a little hard here. I will make sure to take some pictures of it with a camera angle, and I don't know if I can hold it up there a little bit. Can you see it? There you go. Yep. There, you can see the texture in it. And so it just looks like a Christmas sweater. And I love how the Warmth and Cheer paper texturizes, so it's perfect for that. And this is retiring, so you're going to want to make sure you get your hands on it. What I've also done is I've used our little Snow Friends framelits and our shimmery white cardstock, and I cut a little snowman. And then using the red glimmer paper, I cut his hat out. We're also working with the pom-pom trim. This is a great use for the pom-pom trim. We've got that. And then we made a little ring here with real red cardstock. So let's start on the pieces and I'll show you the steps as we go. So the very first thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and just score our Whisper White cardstock. And we can set that aside for right now. You want to texturize your Warmth and Cheer paper. And if you missed video number 1 in this series, let's have a recap of how to do this. We are working with the cable knit the cable knit texture embossing folder. It's an ultra thick embossing folder which gives a 3D effect when embossing. To work with this, it's a little bit different than our traditional much thinner folders. If you've got your multi-purpose platform, you're going to open it up to number 1. You're going to go ahead and open up your folder. Again, I like to run my cardstock so that the fold goes up and down, or so the pattern goes up and down on the sweater, not side to side. I'm told that's the way cable knit is supposed to go. And then you're going to close it up, and you're going to put your acrylic plate on top. As mentioned before, you just want to be really, really careful that you don't tip this as you go through the big shot. You want to just keep it, steady, because it is the exact width, so you just want to be careful with it. So we've gone ahead and we've texturized that piece of paper ahead of it for us. And then again, just to give you a quick peek, this is the Warmth and Cheer paper. And you're going to see it used a couple of other times on some of the other sweaters because it just does have that feel of sweaters, and it does texturize really, really nicely. So just some fun there. So that is that paper. So then what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some adhesive. And I don't need to go all the way up to the neck just yet. I'm going to stop a little bit below. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to the front of my card. So I've got that happening here. Now what I want to do is I need to take a chunk out of the neckline. I can either do that with my layering framelits by putting framelit on there and die cutting it, or I can use the 2 or 2.5 inch punch, and I can punch through those layers. There we go. So you've got a little bit of a neckline happening there. Then I wanted to add some, like an extra collar to my neckline. And the way that that is done is I picked one of our larger scallops, and then I picked a smaller circle. And again, the size layers that you pick is what's going to determine the width of your collar. You could do a much thinner layer if you wanted it just to be thin or thick. It just totally depends. And you're going to lay them both onto the cardstock and run them through at the same time, and what you'll end up with is that donut ring just like that. So that's how that collar was created. And now let's go ahead and we'll put some adhesive on there. Don't need to go the whole way around. Give that a nice rub. And then turning over and working from the back, just to get some nice clean lines, I'm going to just cut. So I've got that happening. And we need to slide all that aside. So now let's take our snowman, and I went ahead and I just put everything flush. I'm not raising anything up. I'm putting them right on the card. And you want to use a lot of adhesive. You don't want to skimp. Because of the raised surface, you want to make sure that you're, adhering both the high and the low spots. Let's put his little hat on like that. And then for the last piece is we're going to add the trim. And 2 different adhesives work great for that. Our multi-purpose mono liquid glue or our fine tip glue pen. And you're just going to put, and be real careful, what I recommend doing is opening this back up again and then putting your glue around and put that on and just hold it in place for just a few seconds till the glue starts to take, and then you can set it aside. But look how quick and easy. You just made a really sweet card. I'm going to be giving this one to my mother-in-law as a Christmas present. She likes red and she likes pretty sweaters, so I thought this one would be fun for her. So again, nice, clean, simple, and then I'm choosing to leave all of my sweaters blank on the outside because I just love the look of a sweater, and most of us don't wear, big words across the front of our sweaters. I only have one that has some words on it, but I'm choosing to leave the front of the sweaters blank and just simply adding a beautiful sentiment and handwritten note on the inside. So thanks for stopping by day 2 of Sweater Week. We will see you again tomorrow for day 3. Stay warm.